Enough. I didn't love that book. The home stretch. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. This reading vlog is going to be, I don't know. I am scared though. I'm going to be doing my first ever 24-hour reading vlog. I know there's a couple different ways to do this, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I am not doing like the full 24 hours from here till tomorrow because I need sleep. For my sanity, for my mental health, we are doing the 24-hour timer method. I'm going to be putting 24 hours on my iPad and we're just going to be tracking it every time that I'm reading. I'm going to start the timer. I don't have a specific TBR for this video. I am currently reading In Your Dreams by Sarah Adams. I'm about this far in, so I will be finishing this in this video. But other than that, just off the top of my head, I want to read People Watching by Hannah Bonham Young. I got the library hold, which I have to go pick up. Maybe we can go tomorrow and we can read at the library. And also People We Meet on Vacation. With the movie coming out, I miss them and I want to reread the book. I've only ever reread Beach Read by Emily Henry, so I'm excited to read this after the movie. But yeah, other than that, I don't have any plans for books. We're just gonna go with the flow and see what we want to read next. Let's get started. Start the timer so we can read. Let's go. Okay, it's actually much later. I was supposed to start reading. My iPad died. I was supposed to start reading a lot earlier. Okay, as I was saying, I wanted to start this a lot earlier. We are starting late tonight, but I'm about to start the timer, going to sit down on the couch before dinner, read my book, and then after dinner, we'll have like a cozy early night in, and we're gonna try to read and finish my book because that was my goal today. But then, I don't know what happened, so let me start the timer and we'll get to reading. Good morning, it is the next day. I just checked my timer. I'm at 21 hours. So yesterday I didn't really read much. I went to sleep kind of early, had a little bit of a headache. Woke up this morning with my period. So I'm having a little bit of cramping, which is perfect because that means I get to lay in bed a little bit longer maybe. And I get to read. This is how much I read of my book last night. I'm about to finish it. I think I can finish it right now, so I'm going to set the timer. I think I can do it. Actually, I'm gonna go to Chick-fil-A before breakfast is over, bringing my book. Let's go. Okay guys, I finished In Your Dreams. I just finished it. I absolutely loved it. This was 4.5 stars. Loved it, enjoyed it. I love this series so much. I've talked about this before, but the characters in this series, I relate to them so much. My favorites though are Practice Makes Perfect and Beg, Borrow, or Steal. If I had to rate them, I don't know, because it's like Practice Makes Perfect, I relate to those characters the most. But then Beg, Borrow, or Steal was probably my favorite story and romance in general. And then third place would be this one, and then fourth place would be When in Rome. But When in Rome was the first book. It's the one that I don't remember as much, but from what stuck with me, it's fourth place. But I still love those characters. I love the book, and this one was so good. Madison moved away from the small town of Rome, Kentucky to New York City to go to culinary school, and she's graduated, and she should feel like it's all working out. She should feel good, but she doesn't, and she's like, I just want to be home. She wants to call her sister but ends up calling James, which is her brother's best friend. When he sees that she's not doing well, he's like, well, I have a restaurant opening soon, I need a chef. And she's like, I'll take it. And so she moves back home. She's living in the cottage on his farm, and you get to see them go through this journey of opening this restaurant. And this whole time they are attracted to each other because she's always had a crush on him as well, but it was kind of like, we can't do anything because it's like, you're my brother's best friend and you're my best friend's sister. And so nothing could happen. The tension was there, the romance, it was so cute. And I love the found family in this whole series. The couples in the previous books, like I said, they mean everything to me. So this book was so good. 4.5 stars, but it just didn't give me that 5-star feeling. It did have me giggling and kicking my feet. I will say that there are so many quotes that I enjoyed. I'm definitely gonna be taking some of these and making some reels over on Instagram. Maybe I can open it and read one. Okay, so there's this scene where she's asking him to do something and he's like, nope, backing away, drawing the line, and she's like, please, and he's like, I turned to putty, and just like that, I'm tumbling in after her. It's like, it's just the little things. I love the little things in books. That mini trope where it's like, she's asking if he's still together with his ex, and he's like, no. And in his head, he's like, because she isn't you. Everything else faded away around me until it was only me and him. You're joking. I wonder what she'd think if she knew I would have danced with her to that song all night if she'd asked. That getting to look in her eyes while standing that close felt like a damn gift from some benevolent god. Okay, this one, he's leaning in to kiss her and she's like, what are you waiting for? And he's like, I'm not waiting, I'm savoring. Enough. Go read this series if you haven't picked it up yet. It's a very fluffy, feel-good series. I love every single one of them. It all takes place in the small town of Rome, Kentucky, and every book has a sibling. So there's 3 sisters and 1 brother, so it's 4 in total. Absolutely recommend. Now on to like what we're doing next. First of all, my timer, 19 hours and 10 minutes. Actually, I'm still reading another book. This was like my Kindle book for night, except I haven't been reading it for the past 2 nights because I was sucked into this book. I'm reading Let's Pretend by E. Salvador, but I'm only 18% in. It says I have 3 hours left in the book. I could read this today. I have a hold ready at the library for People Watching by Hannah Bonham Young. I could go pick that up right now and read there for a bit, or do I read this today, tomorrow People Watching? I think I'm just gonna go get it and we'll see what I decide, because right now I'm like still thinking about this book, but I have to move on obviously because I have a timer. Okay, let's go to the library. We're gonna go pick up my book and then we'll decide. What's better than reading in bed? Reading in bed with ice cream. I decided to go with People Watching just because I was kind of into it. I read the first chapter at the library. I want to keep reading it, at least get a little bit into the book. Oh my god, I just got home. It is so windy outside, so my hair is like crazy. I need an update. Haven't read today. I read 1 chapter, or finished one chapter this morning, but that's it. So the timer hasn't been running. I still have 16 hours to go. Okay, I'm gonna get comfy, start reading. I'm only 63 pages, 65 pages into the book, but I'm gonna read a little bit more before I start talking about this book and what it's about. Let's jump into bed. I didn't even make my bed this morning. That's how chaotic it's been. This much left of people watching, and I realized that I haven't talked about this book. It's a small town. Milo comes to this small town because his brother called him and his sister for backup or something. So he's back in this town and he meets our female main character, Prue, and like immediately there's a connection, attraction, love at first sight, but not really love. You know, there's like that first, I guess, intrigue between them both. By saying that, I don't want you to think it's like a just superficial love story, because it's not. I feel like it has so much more depth to it. Our female main character is going through some stuff with her mom and just health issues in the family in general, and so she's going through a lot. She's very like not sheltered, but she hasn't seen the world. She's been in this small town with her parents, and that is one of the issues, that her dad wants her to go out and see the world and not have her at home taking care of her mom and taking care of the shop and trying to make everything work. He's like, you need to go out there, and she's like, no, I want to stay here. And then Milo, he's a very like opposite. He's been everywhere, has not settled down, and he's only here because of that call he got from his brother. They're both healing in a way. Like I said, they're both very opposites, and the way that he came into her life and is just showing her things, I don't know. Now Milo, like I said, he's been everywhere, has not been wanting to settle, especially in the small town, but since he met Prue, he's like, maybe it's not that bad. Like he's like, I can't think of anything better than just to be here with her and help out her family and everything. He's very much like, it's giving character development. Honestly, our girl needs a break, and Milo was that break. He's just been helping her in many ways, let's say that. But yeah, I'm almost done. But the little conflict, I just didn't like female main character Prue. She got mad at Milo for something, and I don't think she should have. Like, I get it. There's so much going on, all that pressure. She found some stuff out, and I get it. I get why she would feel like that, but I don't think it's his fault. I don't think it was his place to say anything. So that was not my favorite. I have 10% left of the book. I'm gonna sit down and read this right now, and then we'll move on to our next book. We're at 9 hours and 30 minutes, and I'm about to finish my second book. I wanted to update you guys. I finished People Watching. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I think it was just an okay book. Did like the characters. I like the plot. I like their character development, their character growth, the healing, everything that they went through. I just wasn't like super connected to them. So right now I'm at like 3 stars. It was all right. I liked it. Nothing special, and it was not bad. I think we have 7 hours left on the timer. I just finished this, and I continued reading Let's Pretend on my Kindle. I don't know what I want to read next. So should I do an audiobook, or do I start the physical read of People We Meet on Vacation? Because I want to reread that. I was watching the movie last night again with my sister. I think I want to read this again, and I think it would be a good pick so I can kind of focus on my Kindle read, but also pick this up every once in a while. We'll see. I'll update you guys. Okay guys, time for an update. The home stretch. We have 3 hours 52 minutes left on the timer. I did want to say I finished Let's Pretend. I didn't love that book. I really thought I was gonna enjoy it a little bit more just because the last and only book I've read by that author. Please Don't Go. I really enjoyed that one. It's just very physical attraction. I just didn't really vibe with the writing. The plot also was just, it's a college sports romance, hockey team. He's super rich. She's like struggling, needs money. And so she actually cleans his house. So she works for his family. Then they start pretending that they're dating. It just gets very physical, and that storyline just, it wasn't anything great to me. So for me, it was just like a 3-star. But I think people watching was a lot better than this one. So I think this book might be like a 2-star. That means now my only book is People We Meet on Vacation. I am on page 134, I believe. I'm doing the audiobook and 3 hours and 52 minutes left. But my Audible says I have 3 hours and 29 minutes left. Okay, wait, also I thought I should mention, I forgot to say that Let's Pretend ended on a cliffhanger, which I don't really see in like contemporary romances and stuff like that. So I thought that was interesting. I don't know if I would read the second one, but I should mention that. Okay, we did it. We finished the 24 hours of reading. I'm not gonna lie, it took me about a week to complete it. So let's just do a quick little wrap up. I read 5 books. I finished In Your Dreams. I had already started this book, but I finished it in this video. Started and finished People Watching. Finished Let's Pretend. Started and finished People We Meet on Vacation. And started Unbound. So 4 finished books, and I started 1. I think overall it was a very successful reading vlog. Some quick ratings: 4.5 stars, 3 stars, 2 stars, 5 stars. But here's the thing, this is a reread. So would you guys count it as your first 5-star of the year or not? Because I knew it was a 5-star, I was just rereading it. So I don't know if this counts as my first 5-star. Like, does it go on my Hall of Fame reading journal spread, or does it not? I don't know. Overall, successful reading vlog. I had so much fun. It was definitely difficult. This video made me pick up my book throughout the day, even at moments where I wouldn't. Maybe I was gonna scroll on my phone and I was like, no, I need to pick up my book because I need to set my timer. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next video. Bye.